Good morning, everyone. So today I decided to do something a bit different, kind of like a chit chat, get ready with me morning chat. I'd like to try to do these every Monday just because it's Monday, it's the start of a new week, and so why not, right? I'm just gonna be having my breakfast, which is some watermelon, obviously. I'm still half asleep. So you guys, today I just wanted to talk to you guys about something that's been on my mind lately, which is that whole idea about like allowing yourself to dream. So, you know, allowing yourself to want something that you know is kind of impossible or seems impossible, you know? Yeah, I've just been thinking about how a lot of times, some of us, it's like we want things that we know we can get. If you're like me, you're someone who tends to like be goal oriented and like you set realistic goals and then you achieve those realistic goals, which is a good strategy in its own way. But I think at this phase of my life, I just feel like I want more. I mean, I want to almost like expect more, dream bigger, things that seem improbable or impossible to me. I don't know what you guys do to like keep yourselves accountable to your goals, or like if you really want something, how you achieve it. So I've been thinking a lot about that, just the whole idea of like dreaming for more or wanting more and that sort of thing. So because I'm super goal oriented or whatever, I decided that I wanted to like actually try to understand myself better. So I help a lot of people with career and business coaching, that sort of thing. But it's so weird how when it's yourself, like when you're thinking about your own life or like your own situation, it feels harder, right? Like it just feels like, you know, it's not the same thing. Like it's easier to help someone else than it is to help yourself sometimes. And so one of the greatest tools that I've learned over the years is simply asking yourself, like, what is it that you want? Because unless you actually understand what it is that you want, you won't know what you need to get, or you won't know what you need to do to get to where you want to be, you know? Yeah, so just asking yourself, what is it that you want for yourself, and what do you want for your life? What do you want your life to be about? What do you want to be remembered for? What do you want to be known for and remembered for? So yeah, so I'm just thinking about that a lot lately. Almost like I'm thinking about the end of my life. Like I'm thinking about, you know, when my death comes around, like how do I want people to actually remember me? You know, like, or what do I want them to remember me for? So the other thing tied to that, so tied to the idea of like what do I want other people to remember me for, is simply what do I want? It's so easy to dream a dream that's attainable, right? So like an example is if I dream that to lose 10 pounds, I can lose 10 pounds pretty easily, right? Because I can see it. Like I can say, oh yeah, that's super, in my situation, it's super easy. I think I can lose 10 pounds pretty easily if I wanted to. It's like, let's say if that's a goal. But I think an actual dream is, so my current vision for my body right now is to be a very solid size 6 and to kind of maintain a size 6. And so that to me at this present moment is actually a goal that I don't know how I'm gonna get there, but I know I can see myself in that size 6 dress or whatever. So I think this year I've really learned a lot about giving yourself permission to dream a dream that seems impossible, you know? And yeah, so I just want to like, I don't know, I want to encourage you guys to think about those type of things. I'm pretty sure like you have stuff that you want to do with your life and a life that you want to have and that sort of thing, and maybe you don't know how you can get there, but I think if you actually dream it, then I think the rest will take care of itself. And it's not that easy to dream, eh? Like it seems like an easy thing. Like I think if you come from a place where you've almost kind of just survived and barely made it, it's easy to sort of feel like, you know what, just so long as I have the basics, or just so long as I'm able to break even if you run a business, I'm okay. But no, like you can't operate from a place of like mediocre, you know? Like you wanna dream something that is crazy so that you have something to strive for, you know? So like let's say if you run a business and you know your business is doing fine, meaning like you every month your goal is just to reach like to just simply break even so that you're able to pay your bills and meet all your costs and expenses or whatnot. But how about you start dreaming of like an exact, like, you know what, every year I want my company to make $200,000, $300,000 a year. You know, being specific about what you want exactly, you know, striving for more, because all the people that you see who have stuff that you want, they didn't just, I mean, some did wake up yeah, they woke up like that, but for the most part, like, everybody has to dream. Like, you have to start from somewhere. Even people who are privileged, the reason why I think people who are super privileged succeed is because, besides the fact that they obviously get a head start, is the fact that they grow up with this mentality of being entitled. Like, they grow up with this idea that they operate from a place of have and not a place of lack. Like, it's always like, oh yeah, of course, I'm the most good looking person. Of course, I'm the richest person. My dad's the richest person. My mom, you know, you come from that place. And so since they're young, they probably are ingrained with that mentality of like, you know, of course you're nothing but the best, you know? I don't know, like I think in a way it's something to be learned as well, you know? But what do you guys think actually? I think at the end of the day, it's all about obviously being thankful for the things you do have. So if you have a business that's breaking even and doing okay, be grateful for it. Like, actually celebrate that, you know what I mean? Celebrate that. I think you gotta celebrate everything. You gotta be thankful, because at the end of the day, sometimes we'll wait until that big reveal for us to be able to acknowledge ourselves or to like be acknowledged by others. But you don't have to wait for like something major to happen for you to actually say, you know what, you've come a long way, man. Like, because acknowledging and gratitude, it generally motivates and inspires you to do more and better, you know? Ooh, I can't talk while doing my eyebrows. I'm always so bad at this eyebrow thing, but I am getting better, that's for sure. That's a celebration. But yeah, so I think it's like, it's so easy to be like, one thing that I did, those of you who've been following my channel for a while know that I've been on this weight loss journey, and now what's different about my journey now is that I'm so specific and so intentional about what exactly that I want. So an example of the way I think about things now is I'm very thankful that I'm able to even go work out, that I'm able to enjoy my workouts, that when I go to work out I don't feel physically hurt, damaged, incapable. Like, I feel like I'm challenging myself, and I'm thankful because not everyone can do that. I'm thankful because not everyone can go to the gym and actually feel like they're not just gonna die from going to the gym, you know? If you allow yourself to dream this much, then yeah, you're gonna get this much. But if you allow yourself to dream big, you're gonna get big results. So just allow yourself to actually dream, you know? It's so important to allow yourself to actually dream the impossible. Dream the impossible, you guys. At the end of the day, if you don't dream something big for yourself, then A, no one's gonna do it for you, and B, people will just give you mediocre. Like, if you don't actually speak the life and speak the, if it's in a relationship, it's about dating. You're dating someone who is not where you need to be, where you want to be, who you envision your life to be with, then you know what? If you settle for that person, or for that relationship rather, it means that you're essentially agreeing to settle for mediocre. Like, life is meant to be a life of like whatever we dream, whatever we want, and we're so fortunate to live in a time where we actually have that choice. Like, I'm a black woman and I can actually make my own decisions about who I want to be with, the kind of financial life that I want, the kind of dreams that I have for myself. I'm so fortunate because I live in this era and I live in a beautiful country that allows me to dream this way. So why on earth am I preventing myself from reaching for the stars? Number one is be thankful for what you have, because you have a lot. Be thankful for what you have because you can actually use those things to visualize, which is number two, the things and the life that you want for yourself. And then number three, act on it. It's not just about obviously just I envision myself as whatever, the musician, and yeah, now I'm just gonna wait and see what happens. No, it's not like that. It's just like any other goal. But what I'm trying to challenge us to think about, you guys, is to, rather than just dream like this, just dream a little bit better for yourself. If it's a relationship you want, if it's a health thing, maybe you're going through some medical things, maybe it's like you envisioning yourself being the most physically healthy person you've ever been. Maybe that's your goal, maybe that's your vision, maybe that's what you really want right now for yourself. So you have to speak it and like actually name it, that hey, I currently take 5 different medicines for 5 different conditions or to manage the symptoms of all these things. I see myself being so healthy that I'm gonna check all these pills out, and my doctor will be like, you know what, you only need 1 pill now or no pill. We all have medical things, we all have financial things, we all have relationship goals, all that type of thing. So at the end of the day, you know, it's up to us to actually dream it and want it and make it happen. So that's what I'm inspired to tell you guys today. Like, I just kind of been thinking a lot about that, and I've had a pretty decent life, you know. Like in my 20s I worked hard, I went to university when I was 16. It's been a great ride since then, but now it's like I want something else and I want something more. So that's the way I've been living my life lately. All I can say, you guys, is just want more for yourself, want more for your life, and want more for your entire life. Don't just be healthy in your professional, financial health, be healthy in your relationship health, be healthy in your happiness health. You should be happy and healthy in all aspects of your life. Like, dream, sit down and actually write down things that mean the most to you. I actually wrote 10 things last year that are vision statements. They're more like vision statements of my life, the way I want to see my life being. Those vision statements address all aspects of my life, and I actually always have to remind myself, especially when you're feeling down or like when something bad happens and you're kind of knocked down. You need to remind yourself where you're going, and the way you really dream and get what you want is, rather than focusing on what you don't have, focus on what you have. Operate from a surplus. Don't operate from deficit models, because when you operate from deficit, like if you say, oh, I'm not a size 6, oh, woe is me, the problem is you're not actually acknowledging what you actually are. So you're like, yeah, I'm not a size 6, but man, I'm a size 10 and I look so good, my curves, like I actually feel in my clothes and they look like an hourglass. Focus on the positive, because when you're a size 6, you might not have those curves the way you do, you know. So if you don't have a job and you're looking for a job, rather than focusing on, I don't have a job, oh my god, think about it like, oh my god, I have free time, I should probably put that time into, yes, if looking for the job that you want, whatever that may be, and making sure that you get exactly what you want. You actually have time that most people don't get to have. Maybe while you're doing that, you're focusing on your marriage. Maybe before you lost your job, you didn't spend much time with your husband or your wife or whatever it is. Now that you have time to show them some love. You got time to, like, you know, take care of yourself. There's so much time. Maybe it's that this is the time. Maybe you're supposed to start a business. Maybe you're supposed to start a business while you work. So yeah, so maybe instead of focusing on negatives and the deficits that are in your life, maybe that you look at as deficits, look at them and translate them into opportunities. Look at them and think about them as a way for you, a chance for you to grow and be better and to reach for that vision that you have for yourself. I'm gonna end this video now because my battery is about to die and I need to go right now. I hope you guys actually enjoyed this video, and yeah, like, just have a good week, have an intentional week, and I hope you guys are doing good wherever you are. Until next time, my friends.